Hey guys, so I went through my old email and I found a bunch of cool pictures of someone I dated 5 years ago. I looked at those, among other things, and but then I looked at these other pictures I have of that person's face, and what I felt when I saw those was pretty much identical to what I felt back then. It was kind of a scary, weird, and depressing feeling to see that the way I perceive time, and maybe just the way other people perceive time as well, is that these things that once happened seem to exist in parallel realities. They seem to never end. It's like they're just replaying and replaying in our memories. And I guess they die when we die. But there is no but except the but that I was looking at. It snapped me back to where I was in the present moment, staring up at my ceiling. And I'm just trying to get by. But back then, it was something else, and the thing about my relationship with that person is that it might have just been a game to her, because she would always tell me, like, how I didn't care enough or whatever, or I didn't like her enough, but I actually liked her a lot. I probably liked her more than anybody after her. Uh, it's just, she was somebody who pursued me, even though I don't pursue anybody because I'm a pussy. So I managed to get somebody that I really liked despite being a pussy. And then after that, it was just kind of like, collecting messes, collecting these people who are future, who in the years to follow continued to create problems for me even after I was with them, who were just these sloppy messes that I ended up with because they were there. But this was a person who I really liked and cared about at least as much as I can care about someone. But it kind of snapped me back to the present day 5 years later, when I'm just, out of shape, out of work, in school still. And I don't know if I'll ever feel anything for anyone, or for myself, or for anything. So, not planning on dying, but if I do, my YouTube will certainly be brought up until I get banned, till they ban my corpse for saying something offensive one time. So, I don't know what the point of that was. Just don't look at pictures of the faces of people you cared about once, because then you'll realize you still have these different stories that are playing out inside of your body at all times. You're still living through them, and they're still there. At least if you're a psycho like me. If you're more stable and you've moved on, and you have a nice current life, you can probably afford to do that. But you won't do that because you're healthy. But if you're like me and you're unhealthy, you probably don't have that new life, and you don't have those new things that you've invested in and cared about and moved forward with. And it's a dangerous, dangerous, murky swamp of pain and memories that still seem as real as the day that they were made. So, sit on that for a while. I want to talk about Watch Dogs 2 at some point. I really like that game, despite all the diversity characters. I think my main point about that will be that despite having probably characters that were decided on by a committee, they were implemented in a way that seemed like it wasn't by a bunch of psychos who have a weird boner for diversity. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to talk quietly, but I'm putting it right up to my frickin' mouth. This is a video about why you should never look Medusa in the eyes. Or anywhere. Probably should stay away from butt too. You should probably find a new girl. But I don't know if I'll get one. I think I might just be celibate for life. Or, trash heaps. Trash heaps or celibacy, which is it? So, hopefully I'll uncover a third option, but so far I don't feel desirable and I barely feel desire. So I'm just trying to get through my classes. I'm trying to keep going after my former employer for messing with me as much as they did. And once I get through all that, we'll see where I'm at. So TTYL from the year 2012 and 2017 simultaneously, they both live inside of me forever and ever until the end, which is much sooner than forever. Okay, bye.